Vipro Sports presenta.
All right, Sam Rugenberg will lead things off. And he's quickly behind in the count, 0-1. He is the starting center fielder. There's the lineup, adding second, Leone Meyer, followed by Mats Rugenberg, Van Linden, Verhart, Rymakers, Verbeek, Harriman, Van Tindaloo, and Sangalier, the starters for Belgium offensively. Here's Jim with the defense.
All right, let's take a look at the defense for Australia. Brantley Smith out in left field. And your center fielder is Oscar Mock-Smith. At right field, Ollie Crimes. The third baseman today is Braxton Black. At short, Luke Disno. The second baseman, Nate Connell. And the first baseman today is Jackson Burrows. And behind the plate for this team is Hunter Eisenhower. And on the mound, it's Austin Dilly for the Australians, the drop bears, as they call themselves. They in their two games so far, losing to Korea 17-0 and losing to the Dominican 21-0. They have been out-hit in their games 21-2.
All right, thank you, Jim. 3-2 the count. Next pitch from DeLee is in there for strike three called for the first out of the ball game. We will play 6 innings. The dimensions here at the ballpark, 235 down the left and right field lines, 265 to straightaway center field. Leone Meyer, the shortstop at the plate. First pitch misses for ball one. Wind is blowing out here at the ballpark, and the sun is out. Wasn't out this morning, but it's warming things up. We're now into the 80s, 81 degrees, but the humidity makes it feel much warmer than 81, doesn't it?
It does. It's hard to get soupy. And what is a drop bear, you ask? It's actually it's a predatory carnivorous version of the koala. It's really an imaginary animal. While koalas are typically docile, these are described as vicious marsupials that inhabit treetops and will drop and attack unsuspecting people. So
it's a good thing they're not real.
They're not real. But they tell the tourists when they come in, watch out for the drop bears.
3-1 pitch is in there for a strike, and the count is now full. The manager, Chris Rugenberg, assistant coaches Hans Herman, Jency Verbeek, Patrick Rymakers. 3-2. This one's hit past the pitcher. Barehanded by the shortstop, who makes a great play. How about Disno over at shortstop? Give him some love. Watch it again. The only way he makes his play is to barehand it, and that's exactly what Luke did. We've seen some really good plays at shortstop.
We saw quite an exciting finish to the Campbellsville, Kentucky game with Glenn Allen. Campbellsville, Kentucky winning it on a walk-off 2-run home run with the 2 outs and 2 strikes on the batter to win that game. And following the game, manager Lynn Kearney was inducted into the Ohio Valley Region Hall of Fame. He's been coaching since he was 14, when I'm told his dad wouldn't let him play baseball anymore, so he went into coaching. And he was inducted into the Hall of Fame, and what a way to go in with a victory like that.
Yeah, that's very memorable to have a walk-off like that and then get inducted. Bouncing ball over to Disno at short, and he quickly throws out Mats Rugenberg for the third out of the inning. It's a 1-2.
Los algodoneros de Guasave harán historia en la Barcelona Baseball Cup del 24 al 29 de septiembre en pago por evento a través de Vipro Sports. Los algodoneros de Guasave harán historia en la Barcelona Baseball Cup del 24 al 29 de septiembre en pago por evento a través de Vipro Sports.
Cruzamos el mar en busca de gloria. Somos de Guasave a mucha honra. Béisbol jugamos, nuestra pasión. En cada jugada, una emoción. Viajamos a Europa, nuestra meta es la copa. Vamos muchachos, te apoya la tropa. Invitados estamos a mostrar nuestro juego. Por eso sabemos nuestro orgullo está en juego. Arriba Guasave con todo y su gente. 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 Somos historia, jugar esta copa. Pronto sabremos de a cómo nos toca. Ganar nuestra liga es la misión. Este es el inicio a jugar con pasión. Arriba Guasave, con todo y su gente. Arriba Guasave, con todo y su gente. Todo y su gente.
Coaches. Leading off will be the left fielder, number 26, Brantley Smith. Batting second, Luke Disno. The shortstop, the pitcher, Austin DeLee, bats third. And there you see the rest of the lineup. Mock Smith, the cleanup hitter in center field, followed by Hunter Eisenhower, Barkston Black, Ryder Smith, Oliver Crimes, Jackson Burrows, and Nate Connell. Your 10 batters for Australia. They are facing Mats Rugenberg. Here is Jim with the defense.
All right, Mike, here's your outfield from left to right. You've got Dan Herman, Sam Rugenberg, and Luis Raymakers. Now in the infield at third base, Jeff Van Linden. Shortstop is Leone Mayer. The second baseman today is Joran Sengelier. And at first base, Jace Verbeek. The catcher is Lucas Verbeek. And Mats Rugenberg on the bump.
No score, bottom of the first. Game scheduled for 6. Wind is blowing out here at the ballpark. Count now 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch called strike 2, full count.
Next up, we have Laguna, California, 2-0. And Central Ozark, Missouri, 0-2. That's the 4:30 game. And tonight, Winterville, North Carolina at 2-1. Southeastern Kentucky at 2-0.
Yeah, looking forward to that one. Base hit into left field. First hit of the ball game. There's that last hit by Smith. And that will send up the shortstop, Disno. First pitch to the plate is there for strike 1. This is game 18 for us. Right?
You're doing the counting.
Yep,
18.
That's in the air to center field, but playable. Rugenberg out there. He will make the catch for out number 1. Sends up the pitcher, Austin DeLee. Rugenberg barely had to move out there in center field. Austin DeLee, the starting pitcher. Runner going to second, but this one fouled back. Let's see if Rugenberg will throw over there this time, just to keep him honest at first base.
Australia has 1 game left, a 9 o'clock Tuesday game against the Bahamas. And for Belgium, I believe this is it for them.
Yeah, 4th game.
They move into the iron bracket next.
Next pitch. 0-2. Yeah, runs have been at a premium for both these teams. Australia yet to score in their 2 games. Belgium with just 1 run in their 3 games. There goes the runner to second. And only 1 play. It will be to first. And that's your second out of the inning. Here's that last play. You see the runner on the move there. If he wasn't running, they may have been able to turn 2. So a runner in scoring position for Oscar Mock-Smith. Cleanup hitter batting with a runner at second and 2 outs. Bracket play continuing tomorrow, wrapping up tomorrow, and then, pool play wrapping up tomorrow, and then bracket play beginning on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We have the World Championship game on Saturday. But for the teams that don't make it into bracket play, they do get into the iron bracket. This is hit in the air to right field. This might be trouble, and a diving attempt by Rugenberg. He can't come up with it. It's a sliding double for Oscar Mock-Smith, and for the first time in this tournament, Australia has scored a run. Great effort by Rugenberg. Watching come over, it looked like it was heading out towards right field. More right center here. Long run for the center fielder. Good effort, but that will be an RBI double for Mock-Smith as Brantley Smith scores to give Australia a 1-0 lead. I went out there just to make sure that Sam was okay.
Number 99, Hunter Eisenhower.
Hunter Eisenhower, the batter now. You know, I really hope they submit a couple of plays to ESPN, because we've had some top 10 plays over the last few years. That throw to third is late. Mock-Smith safe at third base. Here's the stolen base.
Number 55, Buxton Black.
Two outs now after Eisenhower retired, and Barkston Black is the batter. Black, the starting third baseman. Runner at third with 2 outs. Runner's coming home, and the throw was not made. Let's take a look at it again. I'd call that one a pass ball. Two nothing, Australia. This one hit right back to the mound. And there's your third out of the inning. But 2 runs for Australia, their first runs of the turn.
Somos el rey. Somos pasión. Somos fuerza. Velocidad. Coordinación y resistencia. Somos equipo. Así somos. Somos Vipro Sports. Somos estrategia. Somos especialistas. Somos emoción. Somos de impacto. Somos número uno. Así somos. Somos Vipro Sports.
Australia and Belgium flying out as you see the wind blowing out here at the ballpark. Batters 4, 5, and 6 for Belgium as they look to answer down 2 here in the top of the second inning. Jeff Van Linden, your leadoff hitter against Austin DeLee, who retired the side in order in the first inning, and he's quickly out to an 0-2 count. Belgium 0-3. They lost to Chinese Taipei 16-1. They lost to the Bahamas 6-0 or 16-0, and they lost to Korea 8-0. I mentioned runs have been at a premium for both these teams, but that doesn't mean it's going to be a low-scoring game either. Swing and a miss.
They've been outscored in their games 38-3. They've committed 9 errors in those games, which certainly didn't help their cause.
Lucas Verhart, the catcher, hits this one into center field and caught. He lost his, what did he lose, his shoe?
Or sunglasses.
Lost
no,
his shoe.
Oscar Mock-Smith nearly overran that ball and reached up.
Here's Oscar making a.
I think he wants the time so he can die.
Making the catch. You see he loses his shoe right there.
Well, he had the presence of mind to catch the ball and not worry about the shoe. Now he's tying it. A World Series memory by Oscar Mock-Smith, who already has a double.
2 outs for Louis Rymakers, the right fielder. DeLee has faced 5. He's retired 5. Swing and a miss, strike 1. A little bit of a breeze. I mentioned the wind blowing out. Strikeout and a fly out here to start the second inning. The count, 1 ball, 1 strike. It's fouled back for strike 2.
Right, this is the first appearance for Austin DeLee on the mound in this tournament.
He's pitching well early.
Maybe they saved him for Belgium.
One of these teams will get their first win.
Both teams will move into the iron bracket and get an opportunity to play for some hardware down there.
There's a base hit, the first hit of the game, first base runner for Belgium. 2 outs, 1 on for Jace Verbeck.
Number 3, Jake.
This one hit right back up the middle by Rymakers.
Jace, the son of Coach Jens Verbeek.
That's right, it's Verbeek. My apologies.
Early in the morning in Australia right now, tomorrow.
Runner going to go to second. So Rymakers in scoring position. And they fire it down to first base to complete the strikeout. 2 strikeouts in the inning, 3 for the game. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We move to the bottom of the second.
Los algodoneros de Guasave harán historia en la Barcelona Baseball Cup del 24 al 29 de septiembre en pago por evento a través de Vipro Sports.
Cruzamos el mar en busca de gloria, somos de Guasave a mucha honra. Béisbol jugamos, nuestra pasión, en cada jugada una emoción. Viajamos a Europa, nuestra meta es la copa. Vamos muchachos, te apoya la tropa. Invitados estamos a mostrar nuestro juego, por eso sabemos nuestro orgullo está en juego. Arriba Guasave con todo y su gente, arriba Guasave con todo y su gente, arriba Guasave con todo y su gente, arriba Guasave con todo y su gente. Somos historia, jugar esta copa, pronto sabremos de a cómo nos toca. Ganar nuestra liga es la misión, este es el inicio a jugar con pasión. Arriba Guasave, con todo y su gente, arriba Guasave, con todo y su gente, todo y su gente.
With a base hit. A few batters later, Oscar Mock-Smith doubled him home, and then a pass ball brought Mock-Smith home. The first runs of the tournament for Australia, which is 0-2 in pool play. Ryder Smith takes the first one high. Oh, wait.
I believe this is Braxton Black, Mike.
This is hit out of play. Yeah, this is 55. So I missed something in the last inning. My apologies. So it's 6, 7, and 8. Count now 2 and 2. That's hit in the air to center field. This is playable. Drifting over to his right is Rugenberg, and he'll run it down for out number 1.
Lots of territory out there to cover, but the ball was high enough. It gave him plenty of time to, as you can see, race out to his right and make the one-hand catch. Right in front of the old Ripken sign.
Number 21, Ryder Smith.
Here's Ryder Smith. And he jumps on the first pitch and pops it up over on the third base line, and the pitcher, Rugenberg, runs underneath it for out number 2. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Game scheduled for 6.
Number 5, Oliver Grimes.
2 outs for Oliver Grimes, the right fielder. Still 2 games to go, as Jim mentioned earlier. 4:30 and 7 local time here on St. Louis Field. With one more day of pool play tomorrow. Some teams will be eliminated today. Others will be eliminated tomorrow.
Yep, some have already been eliminated.
Yeah. Two and 1 to count. That's inside for ball 3, 3 and 1.
Hanford, California has already been eliminated from bracket play. Belgium, Bethwood, Connecticut, New Zealand have been eliminated from potential bracket play.
And there is ball 4. He lost him.
Number 47, Jackson Burrows.
Sends up the number 9 hitter in the order, Jackson Burrows, the first baseman. First pitch in there for strike 1. Next pitch. Low for a ball. The 1-1. Runner goes to second. No throw down. A swing and a miss by Burrows. He's behind in the count, 1-2. Grimes now in scoring position. Here comes the 1-2. Grounded to short. And the throw across by Meyer in time for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, a runner left.
Los algodoneros de Guasave harán historia en la Barcelona Baseball Cup del 24 al 29 de septiembre en pago por evento a través de Vipro Sports.
Cruzamos el mar en busca de gloria. Somos de Guasave a mucha honra. Béisbol jugamos, nuestra pasión. En cada jugada, una emoción. Viajamos a Europa, nuestra meta es la copa. Vamos muchachos, te apoya la tropa. Invitados estamos a mostrar nuestro juego. Por eso sabemos nuestro orgullo está en juego. Arriba Guasave con todo y su gente. 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 Somos historia, jugar esta copa. Pronto sabremos ya cómo nos toca. Ganar nuestra liga es la misión. Este es el inicio a jugar con pasión. Arriba Guasave, con todo y su gente. Arriba Guasave, con todo y su gente. Todo y su gente.
Yeah, got themselves an umbrella out there.
Still got the sweatshirt on?
Yeah. Oh, it's still.
No, actually, I think Brian McCullough is now.
He's now producing. Yeah. I think so. James could go grab a nap.
James Crenshaw, our producer. But the rest of the crew, Monet Calhoun, Lakaya Dunbar, and Alicia Harris. They've done a great job this week. For Belgium, it's the bottom of the order. Harriman leading it off. That one's a little bit high for a ball. Austin DeLee on the mound. He has given up no runs on 1 hit, no walks, 3 strikeouts. In there for a strike.
That's not a, that's not a big strike zone to be working with either.
Yeah. So ball 4, that's the first walk issued by DeLee. And that sends up Alexander Van Tandaloo, the extra hitter.
Alexander Van Tandaloo.
Not a real strong throw over to first base. Keep them a little honest, but didn't have much behind it. There's a balk.
All right, so that will put a runner in scoring position for the second time for Belgium. 0-1 the count. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 called. Big strikeout there for DeLee. That's his 4th K of the game. 1 out. And that will send up the number 10 hitter, Yoran Sengelier. Top of the order on deck. Wild pitch, that will get the runner to third. Belgium trying to make this a 1-run game. Two balls, no strikes. That's up high, ball 3.
40 pitches.
That's inside for ball 4, I believe. Yes. So 2 walks in the inning by DeLee after not giving up a walk through the first 2 innings. DeLee retired the first 5 that he faced. Since then, he's given up a hit, a couple of walks, and 2 strikeouts. First and second, that means a tying run is aboard, the go-ahead run at the plate. We head to the top of the order. This is Sam Rugenberg. Rugenberg, a K victim in the first, was caught looking to start the game. I thought Sam, it's Sim, right?
Sim.
Sim.
Yep.
Can't even read my own writing. And on the play, Sengelier went to second base, so both runners now in scoring position. A base hit might tie this thing up. Pitch in there for a strike. We're in the top of the third. Game scheduled for 6. Strike called on the outside corner. Big strikeout for DeLee, his 2nd of the inning, his 5th of the game.
And the second time he has gotten Rugenberg.
And both times we're looking. So it's up to Leone Meyer, or Meir. Who grounded out to short his first time up. Slow one outside for a ball. Quickly 2-0. Harriman at third base, Sengelier at first, or at second. Both runners in scoring position with 2 outs. Big pitch there by DeLee. 2-1.
First base coach Verdbeek is trying to encourage his runner to come out the bag and get a much bigger lead. Shortstop is playing way over, and he can come right over and almost shake hands with the shortstop. He's got plenty of room. He's trying to get him to do that. He's the time run if there's something hit to the outfield.
They've had a couple hit to the outfield, but that's it.
They're playing a very shallow center field and right field. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
Gets
ball
by
hit.
that center fielder is going to roll a long way.
That's right, yeah. There's ball 4, so the bases are loaded.
With the 3-4 hitters coming up.
Number 23, Matt Rugenberg.
Mats Rugenberg 0 for 1 with a ground out to short.
You still want Sangalier to come off that base further. He keeps motioning to him to move. Shortstop is not even paying attention to him. Second baseman is way between the first and second.
In this inning, DeLeague has walked 3, struck out 2. Can't walk anymore. There's no room for Rugenberg. Comes right back with a strike down the middle. That is Harriman at third base. Another strike.
Little zip on that one, Mike.
Yes, he did. He reared back and threw it on the outside corner to put Rugenberg in the hole. 1-2. The 2-out pitch. And foul. Ball gets away. The runner's coming home. Belgium is on the scoreboard. They've cut the deficit in half. Harriman scores for Belgium. There's that last play.
That is only their second run of the tournament.
And this one hit to short. Did he get him? No.
Nope.
No play. Everybody's safe, and another run will score, and we have a tie ball game. That will be a fielder's choice. Here's the play again. There was nobody at third base. The third baseman had come over.
Number 18, Jeff Van Linden.
Yeah, that was a mental error.
Yeah, Disno just had nowhere to go with it. He wanted to get that runner going to third. So Jeff Van Linden will bat with the runners on the corners and 2 outs. Two-two game here in the top of the third. Van Linden struck out his first time up. He's their cleanup hitter. Runner going to easily take second base. So both runners in scoring position now. This one hit to second. Throw to first will be in time to end the inning. But 2 runs for Belgium. They scored more in that inning than they had in their previous 3 combined. There's the last pitch of the inning as Connell makes the putout, and it's 2-2.
Los algodoneros de Guasave harán historia en la Barcelona Baseball Cup del 24 al 29 de septiembre en pago por evento a través de Vipro Sports.
Viajamos el mar en busca de gloria. Somos de Guasave a mucha honra. Béisbol jugamos, nuestra pasión. En cada jugada, una emoción. Viajamos a Europa, nuestra meta es la copa. Vamos muchachos, te apoya la tropa. Invitados estamos a mostrar nuestro juego. Por eso sabemos nuestro orgullo está en juego. Arriba Guasave con todo y su gente. 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 Somos historia, jugar esta copa. Pronto sabremos de a cómo nos toca. Ganar nuestra liga es la misión. Este es el inicio a jugar con pasión. Arriba Guasave, con todo y su gente. Arriba Guasave, con todo y su gente. Todo y su gente.
With two in the top of the third, they took advantage of 3 walks. Also, there was a balk, a wild pitch, 2 wild pitches. They've tied it up at 2 apiece as we head to the bottom of the third. Batters 10, 1, and 2 for Australia. Nate Connell leading it off. That's Rugenberg on the mound. Pitched much better in that second inning. He has walked 1 and struck out 1. Strike call.
Good eye. Let's go, mate. Let's go, mate. Good eye.
Swing and a miss.
Again, not the biggest strike zone for the pitcher to work with.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So, an out to begin this bottom of the third. And we'll head to the top of the order. Here's a strikeout for Rugenberg. Placed on the outside part of the plate.
Back up to bat, number 26, Brantley Smith.
Brantley Smith with a base hit to left field to start the bottom of the first. He would end up scoring on a double to right center by Mock Smith, Oscar Mock Smith. And that was the first run of the tournament for Australia, which lost to Korea 17-0. They lost to the Dominican Republic 21-0. Rugenberg comes back to even the count at 1-1. This one hit off the glove of the second baseman. Single air into center field for a base hit. Just clipped the glove. That'll be a hit.
Number 22, Luke DeShawn.
1 out, 1 on for shortstop Luke Disno.
When these international teams are playing each other, the base coaches can speak to their runners in their native language, and the opposite player is not going to know what they're saying.
Not going to know, yeah.
Like, go on the next pitch.
Throw to first. They got him picked off, but the throw a little bit late going back to second, and it's a stolen base for Smith. So he's in scoring position with 1 out. A little slow coming out of the glove of Verbeck at first.
Yeah, I'm not sure he expected the throw to come from the catcher. I thought the catcher might go right to second base with it.
This is popped up in the infield, actually now heading to short right field. And the catch will be made in right field. Rymakers is there for the second out of the inning. Here's the replay.
Now that the sun has popped through, I wonder how those black jerseys are working for the umpires.
Yeah, I bet they're a little warm now.
Yep.
As we said, we noted that even though it is in the 80s, 83 the current temperature, it feels a little warmer than that with the humidity. Austin DeLee will bat.
See, down here they call it the feels like indicator. Up north we call it the wind chill factor.
Runner almost got too far off the bag at second. They will throw it there.
Yeah, it's 85 right now. Feels like 91.
Good pitch. Runner going to go to third. Rugenberg kept it low and away from the hitter. So Smith now at third base, but there are 2 outs in the inning. Australia looking to reclaim the lead. They had taken a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the first. That's off the plate for a ball. DeLee looking for his first hit. So far, 3 hits in the game for Australia. That is popped up in the infield left side, the shortstop. And there's your third out of the inning as Australia.
Cruzamos el mar en busca de gloria. Somos de Guasave a mucha honra. Béisbol jugamos nuestra pasión. En cada jugada una emoción. Viajamos a Europa, nuestra meta es la copa. Vamos muchachos, te apoya la tropa. Invitados estamos a mostrar nuestro juego. Por eso sabemos nuestro orgullo está en juego. Arriba Guasave con todo y su gente. 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 Somos historia, jugar esta copa. Pronto sabremos de a cómo nos toca. Ganar nuestra liga es la misión. Este es el inicio a jugar con pasión. Arriba Guasave, con todo y su gente. Arriba Guasave, con todo y su gente. Todo y su gente.
Somos el rey. Somos pasión. Somos fuerza. Velocidad. Coordinación y resistencia. Somos equipo. Así somos. Somos Vipro Sports. Somos estrategia. Somos especialistas. Somos emoción.
That game has big repercussions for seeding for sure.
Meanwhile, both these teams trying to get their first win. Belgium 0-3 in pool play. Australia 0-2. Lucas Verhart leads it off. Batters 5, 6, and 7 against Austin DeLee. DeLee today has walked 3, struck out 5. He's given up just 1 hit. Those 2 runs scored thanks to 3 walks.
Not bad for his first appearance of the World Series on the mound.
Yeah. Inside for a ball. There is action in the Belgium bullpen. That one's up high, ball 4.
Number 55, Louis Ripken.
DeLee did not walk anybody through the first 2 innings, but now in the last inning plus, he has walked 4. Starting to labor a little bit.
Yeah, DeLee really doesn't make a strong throw over to first. I think just to keep the runner honest.
He throws that one away, but for a moment the runner thought about it, hesitated, but now will go to second. 62 pitches today for DeLee.
Lucky it didn't go into the dugout.
And that would have given him third base.
He may be about to take it anyways. They've been very aggressive on the base paths. Let's keep an eye on him. He's not being held at all. Yeah, huge lead out there. See where the third baseman is playing. He's playing close to the bag. Still getting a huge lead.
Louis Rhinemaker's 1 for 1. Single to center, first time up. Fouls this one off. DeLee struck out 2 in the second, 2 in the third. So even though he's walked a bunch of batters, he's also struck out 5. That's a wild pitch to get the runner to third. A chance for Belgium to take its first lead of the game.
Yeah, I think their first lead of the tournament.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Somebody yelled balk.
I thought someone said balk. They did.
Yeah.
DeLee balks in a run. Fairhart scores the go-ahead run. Belgium leads 3-2. There's the play. Umpire explaining what happened. The catcher didn't seem too happy, did he?
Probably didn't understand him. Well, you know, that's the issue when you come into play Cal Ripken Major 70. It's real baseball, unlike in some of the 12U stuff. There are balks, and you can take a lead. You can steal. You don't have to wait till the ball gets by the batter. It's real American baseball. So the pitchers at a young age have to really get used to the balk and the big field. It's a 70-foot diamond.
Strike 3 call. Rhinemaker's out on strikes for the first out of the inning. Good pitch by DeLee. See, he puts it on the outside corner. So he counters with a strikeout after the walk.
We were commenting this morning how great it sounded to have a young kid doing the PA and how enthusiastic he was. Turns out it's a woman.
Yeah.
It's a grown woman, but she's doing a great job.
Yeah, I love her energy and excitement.
Yep. I thought it was a 13-year-old kid.
I did too. Kind of a higher pitched voice, you know.
Yeah. Like we all had.
Mm-hmm. Jace Verbeek struck out first time up. 3-2 Belgium. We're in the top of the fourth. Game scheduled for 6. Belgium 0-3 in pool play. Australia 0-2. It's outside for a ball.
Been a very slow-moving game.
That's inside for a ball. And there's ball 4. You know, it seems like he'll walk a batter and then strike out a batter, and then walk a batter and then strike out a batter.
Number 5.
Well, he won't be around much longer. That's 70 pitches. This is Harriman again. He walked and scored in the 3rd inning. There's 1 out in the inning. Wild pitch. That will get the runner to second. Verbeek at second. In scoring position. There's the last pitch in the turf. Well, my guess is going to strike him out. If you look at what he's done, he's ahead in the count 1-2. Jim, he in the 3rd inning, he walked the leadoff guy, struck out the next guy, walked the next guy, struck out the next guy. What'd I say? He just struck him out.
So what you're saying is he's due for a walk now.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been the trend. A walk, a strikeout, a walk, and a strikeout in this inning. 2 outs for Alexander Van Tenderloo. Tenderloo struck out his first time up. First pitch on the outside corner, strike 1. He's looking to strike out the side. Outside for a ball. Swing and a miss. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. 1 run in here in the the top of the 4th. It is 3-2 Belgium. The next pitch. Strike 3 call.
Well, there goes that theory, Mike.
He's okay with that. He strikes out 3 of the last 4 in the inning after 2 walks in the inning.
Cruzamos el mar en busca de gloria. Somos de Guasave a mucha honra. Béisbol jugamos, nuestra pasión. En cada jugada, una emoción. Viajamos a Europa, nuestra meta es la copa. Vamos muchachos, te apoya la tropa. Invitados estamos a mostrar nuestro juego. Por eso sabemos nuestro orgullo está en juego. Arriba Guasave con todo y su gente. 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 Somos historia, jugar esta copa. Pronto sabremos de a cómo nos toca. Ganar nuestra liga es la misión. Este es el inicio a jugar con pasión. Arriba Guasave, con todo y su gente. Arriba Guasave, con todo y su gente. Todo y su gente.
Los algodoneros de Guasave harán historia en la Barcelona Baseball Cup del 24 al 29 de septiembre en pago por evento a través de Vipro Sports.
Cruzamos el mar en busca de gloria. Somos de Guasave a mucha honra. Béisbol jugamos nuestra...
4, 5, and 6 due up for Australia. We'll see if they can answer in their half of the fourth. Game scheduled for 6. Oscar Mock-Smith doubled in a run back in the first inning. It's that one in the air to right field, but the right fielder was already coming in on the play a bit, so it was read perfectly by Rymaker. Is that still Rymakers? Yeah, that's still Rymakers out there. Lewis making the catch.
Number 99, Hunter Eisenhower.
And it's still Mats Rugenberg on the mound. But he is approaching 80 pitches. I believe we'll see a new pitcher in the top of the inning, but that's 78 pitches now. Actually, no, they haven't reloaded Game Changer yet. So I'm not sure how many pitches Rugenberg has thrown just yet. Hunter Eisenhower at the plate. Eisenhower, the starting catcher. Swing and a miss, good pitch. Breaking ball, had him fooled. 2-2. That's hit in the air, but it's going to stay in the infield left side over at third base. Van Linden is there. Van Linden, excuse me, for out number 2.
Number 55, Buxton Black.
2 outs for Barkston Black. He flew out to center his first time up. Takes a strike on the outside corner. 4 in a row retired by Rugenberg. They still haven't put it up on Game Changer. Floated that one in there high. This one hit out towards center. That will drop for a base hit. Black gets his first hit of the day. That's the 4th hit for Australia.
Number 21, Ryder Smith.
Belgium was looking for their first 1-2-3 inning of the game. We've only had one total between the two teams. Ryder Smith, the batter.
Ooh, they had him.
Ball comes out. Throw over to first. Close, but not in time. Smith popped up to the pitcher his first time up. Belgium trailed 2-0 in the first inning. They've scored 3 unanswered runs, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth. This one hit to third. The throw will go to first. It's in time. 5-3 put out to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. We're through.
Somos el rey. Somos pasión. Somos fuerza. Velocidad. Coordinación y resistencia. Somos equipo. Así somos. Somos Vipro Sports. Somos estrategia. Somos especialistas. Somos emoción. Somos de impacto. Somos número 1. Así somos. Somos Vipro Sports.
Number 22 to start the top of the 5th inning. I'll have Jim give you some of these defensive changes in just a moment. Austin DeLee pitched 4 innings, only allowed 1 hit today, 3 runs on 1 hit. He walked 5, but he struck out 8 batters.
Well, as you mentioned, Disno now the pitcher. And DeLee went to short. We now have Stojanovic in right. And Isaac Kinnell is at second baseman.
All right, thank you, sir. The batter is the number 10 hitter, Joran Singelair. Number 10 hitter, followed by the top of the order. 2 strikes on Singelair, who walked and scored in the 3rd inning. The 0-2. Inside ball 1. misses for a ball, and the count evens at 2-2. 3-2 Belgium. They had only scored 1 run through 3 games, and they've got 3 today. Australia had not scored in their 2 games. They've got 2. Swinging and missing was Singalier for the first out.
Number 13, Sim Rugenberg.
Here's the top of the order. Sim Rugenberg. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. First pitch up and in for ball 1. One-0. Hit into center field. He thought about it. He thought about it. It's a base hit.
Well, if Sangalier had been about 4 steps slower, he might have.
He did. He wanted to. Leone Mir at the plate. Runner goes to second. The throw is late. Stolen base for Rugenberg. So a tying run. Actually, no, not the tying run. They're ahead 3-2. They're looking for some insurance here in the 5th. Looking to make a 2-run game of it.
I'm not sure they respect the arm of Eisenhower catching because they've been running at will, and he hasn't thrown anyone out yet. So until you can throw someone out, they're going to run on you.
Strike on the outside corner.
So, of course, there's not a real lot of velocity on these pitches, which also impedes the catcher a little bit.
This one hit right to the center fielder.
And again, he started in a step and then backed up, made the catch.
Number 23,
That's the second out of the inning. And it will take a 2-out hit in order to get that run home. Mats Rugenberg at the plate. First pitch there for strike 1. It's up a little bit high for a ball.
Look at the size of the lead that Sangalier is getting at second base. He's almost halfway.
Yeah, base hit might bring you home.
Unless it's hit right at the center fielder.
Yeah. That left fielder playing way back, though. This went up the middle. And you're right, Jim. Look at that. Good throw home.
Should have still hit the cutoff man, had the runners at first and third. I don't think that runner was going home.
Rugenberg went to second, the other Rugenberg. So Sim at third, Mats at second.
And now you have 2 runners in scoring position. Had you come into the cutoff, it would have been runners at the corners.
And you've got the cleanup hitter coming up, too, who is due. Jeff Van Linden is 0 for 2 today. He has struck out and grounded out. Belgium looking to add to a 3-2 lead. This is popped up behind the plate and playable. Eisenhower ends the threat with a catch in foul territory. No runs in the inning despite a couple of hits. Here's the play. Hunter getting to it behind the plate to end the threat. So we'll move to the bottom of the 5th. It remains
Cruzamos el mar en busca de gloria. Somos de Guasave a mucha honra. Béisbol jugamos, nuestra pasión. En cada jugada, una emoción. Viajamos a Europa, nuestra meta es la copa. Vamos muchachos, te apoya la tropa. Invitados estamos a mostrar nuestro juego. Por eso sabemos nuestro orgullo está en juego. Arriba Guasave con todo y su gente. 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 Somos historia, jugar esta copa. Pronto sabremos de a cómo nos toca. Ganar nuestra liga es la misión. Este es el inicio a jugar con pasión. Arriba Guasave, con todo y su gente. Arriba Guasave, con todo y su gente. Todo y su gente.
Los algodoneros de Guasave harán historia en la Barcelona Baseball Cup del 24 al 29 de septiembre en pago por evento a través de Vipro Sports.
Major70's World Series. Glad to have you aboard wherever you may be, whether you're going to bed or getting up early in the morning. We're in all kind of time zones here at the World Series. 25 U.S. teams, 14 international teams.
It's about, 6:30 in the morning tomorrow in Australia.
Right.
You'll buy the lottery ticket.
Yeah. You can't really say, what are you doing today, because it's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. And it's probably about 10:30 at night in Amsterdam, which is a terrific city.
Never been, I always wanted to go.
Bring your bicycle. That's all they do is ride bikes.
Really?
Interesting story. My daughter and son-in-law made it a point when they were in the military to go down to Amsterdam for the Tulip Festival.
Yeah.
As it turned out that year, I don't know, they had a different time of season. The day before they got there, they had cut all the tulips.
Oh my gosh.
But if you ever get a chance to go to Amsterdam, beautiful country.
Someplace. Oliver Crimes, the batter.
A lot of great places to go to if you have the time, you know.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to go someplace like that, like if you're going to Hawaii, you got to spend at least a week.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, just the travel alone. How long is Amsterdam? How long of a trip is that?
Probably, I would guess 8 or 9 hours, I would think.
Oh,
All
that's
depends
not
where
too
you're
bad.
going from.
Okay.
If you're going from New York or Boston, I would guess 8 or 9 hours. If you're going from Frisco, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Longest plane ride I've ever taken was to Sydney. No, Auckland.
Okay.
A lot of these young men took a long plane ride to get here.
We have a new Rugenberg on the mound. That's no longer Matt's. That's ball 4 to Oliver Crimes.
Yep.
So we go from Matt's Rugenberg to Sim Rugenberg here in the bottom of the 5th. Jackson Burrows 0 for 1 with a ground out to short. First pitch high for a ball. Australia down a run, 3-2, bottom of the 5th, game scheduled for 6. Both these teams looking for their first win in pool play.
That, by the way, was Stojanovic batting in Ollie Crimes' spot. Just got back.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. I was thinking center field. 1-1 pitch. Up high for a ball. Well, we will say that we're halfway done after this day. I'm not sure how many games we will end up broadcasting. I think it'll be about 40, maybe just under 40. And this, after today, will give us a total of 20 games under our belt. It's a lot of games.
Yeah, a lot of games in, 4 days?
Yeah. And, being out in the elements, too.
It's been pretty chilly for you Florida people.
It's been nice. Safe at second, safe at first. Runner will get up at second.
Yeah, the runner will go to second and third because it went into the dugout. It went into dead ball territory.
Okay, does he only take second because there was a runner?
No, because he was on his way to first. He hadn't reached first when the throw.
I meant for the other runner, the runner that was at second.
Right.
Okay.
Well, no,
I see what you're saying.
There was a runner at first.
Yeah, he wasn't going back.
No.
He was going to.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it becomes second and third.
That's a fielder's choice for Burrows. And then an error as both runners are up and the infield is in. The batter is Isaac Cannell. So an opportunity to not only tie the game, but possibly reclaim the lead. Australia led, but it was way back in the first inning. They led 2-0. Since then, 3 unanswered runs by Belgium. That's up high for a ball. 3-1 the count. Top of the order on deck. The 3-1 in there for a strike, full count. That misses for ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Timeout called by Belgium. Now, not sure what the thinking is at this level. If you're, at the high school level, a little older level, I think you move the defense back because you got a chance for a double play. You give up. I don't know. See, I would give up a run for the tie for 2 outs if I could.
Well, you have someone standing in there who is already 2 for 2 in Brandon Smith.
Yeah, Smith with a base hit to left in the first, a base hit to center in the third. But there's a reason that I'm up here broadcasting and not coaching.
Number 26.
Never won a game.
You get paid more.
Yeah. Base is full of drop bears, and that's dropped into center field for a base hit. It's a tie game, and still with nobody out. Smith now 3 for 3.
And Disno has hit the ball to the outfield twice.
Yeah, Disno has flown out to center and popped up into right.
Yeah, and Dem Heyman is very shallow left field.
Infield continues to play in. It's a nice snag over at third. Was it fair or foul?
Foul.
Fair. Okay. Good play. Sim trying to work out of a jam. Bases loaded, nobody out. A run in. It's a 3-3 game. Australia can really break this thing open. And only one inning to go after this.
Matt Rugenberg in center field is playing fairly shallow as well.
Final score, Japan 11, Colombia 1.
Japan goes to 3-0. Colombia goes to 2-1.
This is hit in the air, left side of the infield.
Infield fly, batter's out.
Yep. One out, bases loaded. That was a big out for him.
Number 24, Austin DeLee.
Sends up Austin DeLee. He's looking for his first hit today. He is grounded out to the pitcher and popped up to short. The 0-1. Outside, evens the count. Jackson Burrows representing the go-ahead run over at third base. Cannell at second. Smith at first with one out. They call a balk.
Called a balk, and there's a go-ahead run.
Let's see if we can see it, Jim. That was when they called the balk. Oh, it's tough. You balk in the go-ahead run. Australia leads it 4-3. Everybody's up a base. Runners at second and third, and that's up high for a ball. Three and one. This is popped up deep enough to right field to get a run home, but it's over his head, and that might clean the bases. Rounding second, DeLee heading to third. He's going to get in there standing up. He drives in a couple of runs with a triple, and it's 6-3 Australia. Well, when he first hit it, I thought they might be able to make a play on it in right. But a big double, or big triple rather, for DeLee to drive in two more. It's a 4-run fifth inning for Australia. And a ground ball into left field drives home another. Base hit for Oscar Mock-Smith. He's 2 for 3 today. That will send up the catcher, Hunter Eisenhower. Runner goes to second. The throw not in time. Next pitch in there for a strike. Still only one out in the inning. Eisenhower stops at second with a double. Well, Australia had not scored a run coming into this game, and they have erupted for 6 in this inning, 8 for the game. Barkston Black at the plate takes a strike.
Well, there's some hooting and hollering going on down early in the morning in Australia right now.
Yes.
Mike, huh? The drop bears have dropped.
They've dropped a 6 spot on them so far. That's in there for a strike. Runner going to third. The throw is late. Stolen base for Eisenhower. Maybe the coach can go get some ice cream after this one.
And finish it.
And finish it this time. Celebrate the big win. He should have at least 8 scoops. You know,
yeah.
one for every run.
Yeah. He failed to finish it last year. That was Jeff.
Going to have a runner at third base. Well,
Nate Connells.
Well, he came in.
No.
He came in and then went back out.
Well, he can only come in the same spot in the batting order where he was batting.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Second out of the inning. This is the 10th batter to come to the plate.
Number 21, Ryder Smith.
Ryder Smith 0 for 2 today with a pop-up to the pitcher and a ground out to third. The 2-out pitch. Hit to second. Throw to first. And the inning is over. What an inning it was. 30 pitches in that 5th inning. 6 runs. Australia trailed, but as we head to the final inning of play, the Drop Bears up by 5.
Arriba, Cruzamos el mar en busca de gloria. Somos de Guasave a mucha honra. Béisbol jugamos, nuestra pasión. En cada jugada, una emoción. Viajamos a Europa, nuestra meta es la copa. Vamos muchachos, te apoya la tropa. Invitados estamos a mostrar nuestro juego. Por eso sabemos nuestro orgullo está en juego. Arriba Guasave con todo y su gente. 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 Somos historia, jugar esta copa. Pronto sabremos de a cómo nos toca. Ganar nuestra liga es la misión. Este es el inicio a jugar con pasión. Arriba Guasave, con todo y su gente. Arriba Guasave, con todo y su gente. Todo y su gente.
Somos el rey. Somos pasión. Somos fuerza. Velocidad. Coordinación y resistencia. Somos equipo. Así somos. Somos Vipro Sports. Somos estrategia. Somos especialistas. Somos emoción.
Going into the third, but they scored 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth. They had a 3-2 lead until Australia erupted in that bottom of the 5th inning. So now Belgium down to their final 3 outs in this one.
Florence, Alabama leading Hanford, California in the top of the 4th, 8-1.
First pitch is grounded into left field for a base hit. That is Jamie Lansons with a hit. Number 50. So that's a good start. Belgium had only scored 1 run through 3 games. They've got 3 today. See if this is Rymakers.
That's
I think they're making a change.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be 51 to bat.
It's Vic Vajart.
Batting in the number 6 spot. Well, our next game scheduled for a 4:30 p.m. start local time. Laguna, California, and Central Ozark, Missouri. Back to the U.S. side after this one.
Number 51, Vic Vajart.
It's only one international game for us today. This is it.
Laguna Beach 1-0. Central Ozark 0-1. That doesn't seem right. I think they played more than that.
There goes a runner to second. A throw down. Stolen base. Hanson's in scoring position, but they need a bunch of runners. Down 5. That one hit out towards right. That's a base hit. They're waving home the run.
Strong
Long
throw.
throw to plate. A heck of a throw from the outfield. That's going to be a double, an RBI. And don't count Belgium out yet. They've cut the deficit in half. It's now 8-4. I believe this is Verbeek to hit now.
Number 3, Jace Verbeek.
Yep, Jace will bat. He is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout and a walk. Nobody out. Back-to-back hits. Next pitch, blew it by. Strike 3. First out of the inning. Australia 2 outs away from victory.
Number 5, Don X-Men.
Dane Harriman at the plate.
Yeah, Central Ozark is 0-2. Laguna, California is 2-0 for that next game.
Harriman has walked and struck out today. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Harriman bats 8th in the lineup. And that is back-to-back strikeouts for Disno, who is now 1 out away from closing this thing out.
Number 64, Alexander Van Tindaloo.
Alexander Van Tindaloo is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Trying to keep this Belgium rally alive. 1 run in, but 2 outs here in the 6th. Tying run in the dugout, but there's still hope. Strike called. 0-2. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Disno comes back to strike out the side after giving up a couple of hits, including a double. A run scores in the inning for Belgium. But Australia gets their first win in pool play as they win it by the final score of 8-4. That's going to conclude our broadcast here today. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Now speak.
Vipro Sports presentó